Orville Nation, are you ready for some Let's Go? Welcome, everybody. It's time to celebrate the Orville. It's time to celebrate episode 4. That's right, celebrate. Hello, Orville Nation. Welcome, everybody. And what a wonderful day it is. Happy Sunday to you all. And all of those of you guys who are living in the future already, happy Monday to you. It's time for some Latchkuuuuuuuuum. Oops. Let me just get my Latchkuuuuuuuuum on the table. There we go. It's time for some Latchkuuuuuuuuum. Good to see everybody. It's a fantastic week. It has been. You guys, good to see all of you. Let's just say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, Love Shack. Hello, Todd. Hello, Maria. Hello, Nate. Let's see. Hello. I saw Louise in here. Welcome, Louise. Good to see you guys. I got hello, Sporky. Good to see you, Sporking. I call him Sporky. Good to see all of you. Please share the stream, guys. Yeah, I started a little late because I lost the internet. I lost the internet about half an hour before I started. I was like, whoa, and it finally came back. So good. Amazing episode to talk about. There's apparently a lot of controversy around this episode. I will let you guys know why there isn't, from my point of view. And we're going to be talking a lot. We're going to be talking a lot about this episode. And hopefully I will be talking about it later on Doomcock as well. So, let's remember what Seth said at the beginning of the season when asked if you could sum up. He said this in an interview. Well, if you could sum up what season 3 was about in one word. And he gave us a doozy. He gave us a doozy of a hint. He gave us a big clue. And that clue was the word coexistence. And we'll be talking more about that as we progress in the show. And this is why I am in such a happy mood. I think we have to celebrate episode 4. I think that this episode is not what it appears to be to many. And I think it was shocking in some ways. By the way, the episode itself is fantastic. And does it touch upon several things that shocked people? Perhaps, yeah. Now, why we should be celebrating this episode, we will be talking about that. Hello, Mr. Lundell. Greetings and felicitations. Hip, hip, hooray. Yes, hip, hip, hooray. Hello, Donnie. Good to see you guys. Good to see you all. Let's Kumar and Let's Harold White Castle. Yes, you too, Donnie. And yeah, that's Donnie's channel, guys. Please put it in. Mr. Lundell, please put in your channel. Everybody else who has a channel, please put it in. Maria, thank you for letting people know I was having an issue. I appreciate that. Ms. Tiantelli. Don't forget to put your channel in, Maria. All righty. Alrighty. Yeah. So no. This is happy times. These are happy times. So let's see. I couldn't do the episode review on Thursday because I've been moving around. I couldn't do last Latchkuuuuuuuuum either. But hopefully we are back on track. I hope I can plan my movements around Latchkuuuuuuuum and Thursday reviews. So we are. Let me put this up. We're going to be talking about episode 4, obviously, especially because we didn't review it on Thursday. I didn't review it on Thursday. So let me put that up. Oops, where is my? I want to put up the correct image. How is everybody doing today? Maria, I see Love Shack. I see Mr. Lindell. I see Louise. I see Donnie. Hope you guys are all doing great. Yeah, I know you're our resident Grinch. I know you're our resident Grinch. I'm over on Odyssey now. Please put in your Odyssey channel, Mr. Lindell. Please put it in. Galinda, hello, Galinda. Good to see you. Good to see you, Galinda. Space kitties are coming, guys. Whenever she's ready, whenever she tells us she's ready, yeah, romper room vibes. That's a compliment, Todd. That's a wonderful compliment. Thank you. And I see Todd picking out stuff. Nothing gets by Todd, guys. Nothing gets by Todd. As a spectacular production as the Orville is, nothing gets by Todd. Deviant Art. Oh, check that out. Check that out, guys. Donnie Pearson's Deviant Art. Very cool. Hello, SP4H. Good to see you. Do me a favor, guys, and share the stream out. That's probably the biggest help you can do as we get started. So you're all by yourself at home today? Hello, Adega. Good to see you. Latchkuuuuuuuuum, Adega. Good to see you, doctor and author. Dr. Adega is putting out his novels left and right. We're gonna have to do this summer, Adega. We got to do an update on all your stuff, man, because you've been like working your ass off, or as I like to say, you've been working your Asimov. Yeah, Dega's been working his Asimov as a science fiction writer. Oh, that was funny. That was funny, guys. I know it's a dad joke, but it's funny. It's funny. I thought it's funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Let me get the right image up for this episode. I was doing that. And of course, let's see. I was looking in the wrong place. There we go. All right. That's what happens for looking in the wrong place. Yeah. Thank you. Galinda thought that was funny. PJ must have kids. Hello, John. Good to see you. Yeah, PJ has kids. PJ's got kids. And nieces and nephews and stuff. Yeah, dad jokes. All right. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you, John. All righty. I found my image. All right. Why should we be celebrating? Why are we celebrating coexistence in this episode? I know that a lot of people got their ruffles feathered. Their ruffles feathered? Their feathers ruffled. They got their feathers ruffled. I am in dyslexic mode. I'm not even dyslexic, but I am tonight. So a lot of people's got not a lot. Some people got their ruffles feathered, their feathers ruffled a little bit. But all right. At the beginning of before the season started, to put it very clearly, Seth was very clearly asked, "What is season 3 about?" If you could sum it up in one word, and he said, "Coexistence." This season is about coexistence. What does that mean to me? The Orbital is about coexistence. The Orbital is about coexistence, coexisting. This season is about love for each other, in my opinion. In a very direct way, it's saying that we need to love each other apart from our differences, right? That's what coexistence means. Love each other apart from your differences. So if season 3 is about coexistence, and if it's about loving each other and trying to understand each other, and at very least respecting and caring for each other, we have to realize that we are basically season 4. Episode 4 is basically mid-season in season 3. Okay, if you had to say what mid-season was, mid-season would probably be season 4, episode 4, 5, and 6. So what happens is we are in the middle of a story. If we have to compare this to Star Wars original trilogy, we are in the Empire Strikes Back phase of season 3. There is some uneasiness. There are some issues confronted, right? Luke, I'm your father. Like, what? What did he just say? He was his dad? Yeah. There is some emotional strings being plucked here, right? Hello, Medallion. Good to see you. Good to see you, Medallion. And no Holy Grail. No Holy Grail, Love Shack. Seth told us about the ourselves in the last episode. Yeah, Seth told us about ourselves in this last episode. In fact, I saw both extremes of our current political goings on in the Krill. Yeah, and I would want us not to read too much into our current society. I think what's being exposed, and obviously Mr. Lundell is right. What's being told here is a multifaceted view of any society, really. And I think that what is going to happen here, and what there's some people are very concerned. You know what's interesting, by the way? You know what's really interesting is that people have been complaining to me all week, and they've been complaining to me from one side of the perspective to the other side. And people on one side have been saying, I can't believe Seth did that, and I can't believe he brought that into the Orville and whatever. And the people on the other side were saying the exact same thing. I can't believe Seth did that. I can't believe he brought that. So what? I want to, first of all, let me fucking congratulate Seth and the production crew for being equally opportunistic, equal opportunity, and ruffling feathers. So congratulations on that. I really think that the emotional strings being plucked there's going to be resolution to this. And there really is. Medallion says, Star Wars, indeed, they voted for a Supreme Chancellor, only left this for unlimited powwow. And hello, Medallion. Good to see you. Adega says, as pissed off as people are about the politics in this episode, much of which I disagree with, I still give this episode a 9. Yeah, we're going to get into that now. I want to ask everybody to rate the episode, and I do want to say thank you, Adega, for that comment. I do want to say science fiction. By the way, science fiction author Adega's comments. He's talking about his personal views on stuff, and he's also giving the radio He also, Adega texted me right after the episode, and he said, I give this episode a very high rating. He gave it a 9. And coming from Adega, that's a very high rating. Um, I do feel the love in this episode. I do feel the coexistence. If you guys realize ultimately what is happening between the two extremes, what is ultimately happening between the two extremes of Talea and Ed is love. And that love has even brought forth the child that is an expression of that love. And what's going to have to happen at some point is coexistence. And we're going to see that we're introduced were elements of, elements that try to interrupt the coexistence. And we're going to see more elements that are going to try to interrupt the coexistence. But the coexistence is important. Our coexistence and our love and our respect for each other, regardless of anything that's going on, and regardless of differences of opinion, coexistence and love for each other has to reign, and has to reign in the end. And this is what the, I feel very strongly, and if I didn't feel so strongly about it, I wouldn't be saying it. I really saw this as a middle act in the season, and as setting up a whole bunch of stuff. And at the same time, people are being upset on one side and the other, literally all week long. I was bombarded all week long with stuff from both sides of the argument. And ultimately, what is that saying? What is that saying if it's coming from both sides? What is it saying? It's saying that all views were expressed. If there were some people upset on the entire spectrum of opinions, what does that say? It says that all views were expressed. It may have been shocking for some people that the character, like some of the character, like Ed was used to express a certain point of view, Talea was used to express a different point of view. They have to split it up, guys. They got to split it up. They got to split it up, and when they're writing. So, first of all, I heard a lot. Let me say this too. I heard a lot of opinions saying, yeah, sure, the Krill, these heathens, right? These alien heathens are one side of the issue, and then the Planetary Union is the other. Let me remind everybody that it was the Krill who saved the Planetary Union's asses against the Kaylon. So it's important to remember, guys, that this is an ongoing story with an ongoing evolution, and there is a lot to be told here. Let me catch up with the chat. Maria, thank you, Maria. You don't have to do that. Oh, Maria, kudos to you, PJ, for bringing positive vibes to the stream and bringing forward the true reason for this episode. So refreshing. You rock. Thank you, Maria. And Maria, our fellow Buddhist priestess, of course, sees where all this is going. And this is why it's important in the fandom that there are channels like Maria's channel, like this channel, like JP Gotastic's channel, and other channels that are trying to take that are not hyper reactive to whatever we see on every episode that comes out. We have to look at the big picture, guys, because when Seth and Brannon and Andre and everybody else who is writing here, guys, when they are writing, they're producing, and John Cassar, who's directing, and Tom Costantino, who's working in his roles as co-executive producer, co-producer, their effort is in the big picture. They know what the entire season is about. So we have to look at the big picture of stuff, guys. Medallion says, I figured this episode would be controversial due to the political topics brought up, especially due to the recent happenings. Yeah, it also, combine it with, of course, with everything that's going on in real life. So yeah, it's even very touchy. It's a very touchy subject. Absolutely, Medallion. I think if it wasn't for current event, everyone would just be saying what a great episode it was. Yeah, the current events have definitely set off. Let me say another thing too. It is current events, but there's more there too. Since COVID, guys, many of us, a lot of people have been more express it because we were kind of confined to these situations for so long, and a lot of people used the internet and social media to open up, and a lot of people were a lot more open during COVID, and Seth was more open during COVID and since probably, and I think that it's people have to remember that Seth is just another human being on this planet. He's a very talented human being on this planet, but he's just another person with his own opinions, and he's free to express those opinions as I am, as everyone is. So that being said, I have an immense deal of respect for Seth because uh, his opinions are his opinions, and his show, his project, The Orville, is his project. And I think he is extremely respectful of the work. And I don't think, regardless of whether Seth's opinion come from here or from there, good sci-fi, if it's going to tackle an issue, should present all sides to an issue and let the viewers come up with their own conclusions. And that is exactly what Seth is doing. Seth and crew are doing. And everybody who's been complaining about all the other shows and all those crappy and mediocre shows out there who have been preaching to the fans and to their audiences, Seth is doing exactly the opposite of that. And you guys know it. He's doing the opposite of that. So I think we should be grateful that that is going on. That the writers were kind of trolling. I well, they're kind of, you could say they're kind of trolling, but they're trolling everybody. And I was telling, like, I was telling, I don't know if you were in here, John, but and yes, there were definitely cringe moments. Yeah, but the thing is that in their trolling, what they're plucking emotional strings on everybody. Everybody watching that was touched upon one way or another. There were emotional strings being plucked everywhere. This is easily the best episode of the season. I didn't have to think too deeply on that. It feels classic Orville, but bigger. It absolutely is the best episode of the season, at least as of right now. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have to think about that either. I was I was I was well, finishing watching the episode, and like I said, I was talking to a few people, including Adega, and we were impressed with this episode. And then, of course, as nerds, you see people picking apart the episode. Well, it's there's always going to be nitpicking around, but this episode was spectacular. Thank you, Medallion, for that comment. I guys on thank you, Mr. Lundell, for kicking things off. I want to ask everybody in the chat, will everybody please go ahead and rate this episode? Thank you. Mr. Lundell, 9.7. Thank you, Mr. Lundell, for that 9.7. Thank you for sharing your rating, and that's a 9.7 from Mr. Lundell. And our resident, what did you call it before? Our resident Grinch. If a female scores a soulless male human and get pregnant, that's fine. But a male scores a soulless female human, and all right. Well, Love Shack. I don't want to have those. I don't want to entertain certain notions. We're just review the episode. Our own citizenry cannot coexist. Yes, it can. I think it can, John. I think it absolutely can. And that's is all. Listen, humanity has been through a lot worse. If you go to a third world country, and people are sitting there and they're just happy because it's a beautiful day. We find ways in our modern society to complicate our lives. I do think that we are going ahead and dividing ourselves when united we are, and united we always have been, and united we will be, even with our differences. Those are kind of great words that I just said. Those are nice words. United we are, united we will be. Because I believe that. I believe that. Love Shack. Let's keep things. Let's keep things to the episode, please. If you listen to Talea's speech, there are parts of it that have been used by people throughout history who gain power through fear instead of hope. Yeah. Listen. Sorry, this just jumped on me. Not Ryan Johnson. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for that super chat, my friend. Oh, you didn't have to. That's very generous. Haven't been around your channel in a while. Just showing my support for you and the community. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Ryan Johnson. I appreciate that. Good friend from Twitter. Thank you, my friend, for that. I appreciate that. Let me just make sure. Do you have? Let me know, Ryan NRJ. Do you have I forget. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel, my friend? Let me know if you do. I'm going to give you that wrench. Guys, give us your ratings. Let's look for ratings, guys. Let's look for people's ratings on this episode, and I'll give mine too. A temporary alliance with a previously historical enemy like the Romulans joining the alliance against the Dominion, says Medallion. Sure, yeah. And they are still Krill who believe in the treaty when the planetary, there are still Krill. Approximately near half of the society, right, supports one way of thinking. I was rolling my eyes at certain points. I understand, John. I do. I really do. It's still a great episode, even in spite of controversial topics. Listen, this is, like I said, this is the Empire Strikes Back of season 3. And maybe there's a little more Empire Strikes Back to go before we get to the final episodes and the resolution. I do think that there is a long story arc for season 3, and we will see it evolve. Ty, good to see you, Ty. Good day to all you sexy Rebellions. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you, not Ryan Johnson. I appreciate that. Good to see you, Fi. Awesome to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Good to see you, my friend. Controversy happens every day in our life. We walk around angry. Yeah, listen. And this is coming from this is comedy from the Zen priestess herself. Listen, we can live our life focused on anger and division and stuff to be upset about, and the glass is half empty. And forgive me, because sometimes I see people not just walking around with the glass is half empty. I see people walking around with the glass pretty fucking empty, to be honest. And let me tell you something about my glass. My glass is not half full. My glass is usually pretty fucking full, to be honest. So when I see people who are walking around with that glass pretty fucking empty, it pisses me off a little bit. But I try not to get pissed off because I'm very optimistic. I'm pathologically optimistic. I admit that. At the same time, life is not worth living if you don't have some optimism and some hope in your life. We can't be around mad all day because of what other people do. If you go ahead and walk around mad all day, and I don't want to get into my personal development mode here, but I will briefly. If you go around mad all day because of what this person's doing, what's going on, and what's going on in the country, what's going on with COVID and the courts and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. If you live your life like that, you are drinking poison, emotional poison. And that can even have an effect on your health and on the longevity of your life. So don't do it. Don't live your life that way, guys. PJ, good morning. Greetings and PJ and humans. Not Ryan Johnson. Let me see if you remind me if you got a channel. I want to give you a wrench if you do, so you can plug it. I've heard a lot of praise for this episode in general, even from people who have been down on the season so far. Yeah, in general, I've heard a lot of praise from it too. There were a significant amount of people whose feathers were ruffled, though, on both sides. I really heard it this week. Uh, Trek Strange New Worlds isn't terrible, says Fi. Let's see. If I got to catch up with the chat. Good sci-fi always play devil's advocate. Show all sides. Exactly. Thank you, Nate. Always does. Absolutely. Hello, Yvonne. Good to see you. If there's anything I've learned from being online for 15 years, it's that if you're upsetting somebody, you're doing something wrong. This episode, getting heat from both sides, says something. You think they're doing something wrong? I think I understand what you're saying, Yvonne. I do. It's kind of like listening to Kurtzman talk about. I understand what you're saying. Like Kurtzman talking about, well, if we piss off half the fans, it's not a big deal. I know what you're saying, but I think in general, people saw this episode was pretty exceptionally well done, and I think that this is only a part. I think this is the middle. This is part of the middle play. This is part of the middle act of a season 3 long story arc. That is my opinion. So I think we have to wait and see the rest of it. Kenobi was not good. No, it wasn't good. Thank you, Fi. Yeah, it was not. There's a particular salty YouTuber that really needs to hear your opinions on this episode. You know what? That particular salty YouTuber, which you and I are both friends with, Mr. Lindell, I will share that with him. I will. I know who he is. I know who you're talking about. Yes, our friend Mikey there. All right. Thank you, Adega. I don't remember. Yeah, they were doing the naughty, and actually, Love Shack here, our good friend Love Shack, the resident Grinch, reminded us too that he was, who knows, there could be even a baby Priya at some point. So yeah, Ed has had some action. He's starting to compete with Captain Kirk there, Captain Ed Mercer. So John, thank you, John. John shares his thoughts, and he gives the episode an overall 8. Yeah, they showed moments. They didn't actually show them sleeping together, I don't think, but there were moments where they were like together in their quarters and they were dating for a while, and I guess Ed got some action. So thank you, John. Galinda says 9.8 just because Anaya is that cute. Yeah, wasn't she cute? I thought they did a really good job of crossing the two races together. I think there was a pretty good job. And also, it does also show, doesn't it? It does also show with the orphan Annie bit at the beginning. Does kind of remind us that there is a place for that child, right? There is a place where that child will be safe. So even though at first he might not be accepted in Krill Society, I am going to accept a non-numerical, sarcastic, satirical grade here from Love Shack F- from our resident Grinch. Dark Side of 1973, says 5. That end battle looked like $1 billion. I watched that end battle like 10 times. Really? Wow. Hargrave. Good to see you, Hargrave. So Hargrave gives it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, Hargrave knows what he's talking about. I rate this episode 11 cactus plants out of 10. Listen, Todd's giving it an 11 out of 10. That says a lot. And this is saying a lot. This is the guy who catches everything. Everything. I don't know if you guys have seen Twitter, but Todd catches everything. And as ace, because listen, let's make sure, and I want to support John, and I want to support Todd in this. As ace, you guys got to realize, as the team of the Orville is, and they're fucking aces. They are the top notch, and they're the team that Seth has put together. Apart from being that good, they are also there's also magic between them all working together. And Todd somehow somehow manages to even catch them off guard somehow. So credits to Todd. I wouldn't give this episode. I wouldn't give this episode a 10 though. A 10 out of 10. I feel there was missed opportunity to make Charlie appeal more to the audience when she was brought along the kidnap plot. Yeah, I would say Medallion. Yeah, there's some missed opportunities. I would say, and even though the Krill might have put some conditions to how many people could come, I would say that the Orville should have showed up probably with at least 2 more ships, in my opinion, and maybe a little more, maybe a little. I mean, granted, you're on the Krill homeworld. If they want to screw with you, there's probably inevitable. They did have that plan set, that Plan 21, right? That escape Plan 21. I forget what Directive 21. So that was good. But yeah, I think yeah. So maybe you can't give it a 10 out of 10, but it was pretty close, right? Pretty close to a 10 out of 10, though. Pretty close to the perfect episode. Sorry, entertaining a beagle and typing does not work. Oh, that's the beagle. Beautiful. Love beagles. I love beagles, John. Let me catch up. Oh boy, do I gotta catch up. Sorry, it just jumped on me. Yeah, but we are one, says Phi. We are one. We are one, guys. Absolutely. We are united. Listen, in the end, differences aside, all humans, and you know what? All humans, but all living, whether it's humans or people from another planet or whatever, we're all part of the Creator's creation. And whether you call that Creator God or whether you call that Creator the creative force of the universe, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're all brothers and sisters. And this is coexistence, is what this season is about. I'm starting to get preachy, I know, but that's just how I feel. I will be watching it today, PJ. It sounds like I will rate it higher than last episode. I guess he probably will. Let me know. Let me know, Ty, what you think. I liked it because you still don't have to look deeper than what they are saying in the script. I see, John, what you're saying. Expectations subverted with money, says Medallion. Our resident troll here, our resident Grinch. Never forget that we are one. Thank you, Phi. Thank you for reiterating that. We are one. Absolutely. We are one. Absolutely, Phi. And I gotta say, guys, as there were, even though there were some shocking moments, and I'm gonna even go further here. There's 2 different things I want to say. There were some shocking moments to everyone in this episode. I do want to actually say too that credit to the writers. The writers have touched upon something in my field. The writers have touched upon something in my field of psychotherapy, of therapy, that is rarely touched upon with these issues. And the issue, just the fact that they brought it up, I think it was very, very, very big because it's very prevalent, and most people don't understand it unless they've experienced it somehow directly. But the issue of there is an issue about whether abortion is right or wrong, right? There's another issue though, that there's a lot of women, and I won't even say it's just women. There can be partners, the male partner of the woman, or the female partner of the woman. No, in this case, I think it would be have the male partner. But there was an issue in therapy that was touched upon here. That the fact that it was brought up, I was like, bravo! I can't believe you guys brought that up. It was brought upon in a very different way, but the fact that guilt about abortion exists, it's a very prevalent issue in therapy, and it can remain dormant for a while with some people, and it can affect some people more than others. But it is a very prevalent issue in therapy. So I really credit them with even having addressed it. Of course, it's addressed in a very different way, but it was the fact that it was brought up. Congratulations to the writing of this episode. Maria gives it a 9.8, and I am going to give my rating in a little while when I read all of yours. Thank you, Maria, for sharing that. Maria gives it a 9.8. And if Tiantelli is giving it a 9.8, then you know it's good. And if Nate is giving it a 9.9, Geek Flag Nate, Nate knows reviews. Nate, you got to tell me about what's up with your channel, by the way. If Nate is giving it a 9.9, then that says a lot too. Only because still no bridge cat. Still no bridge cat. God doesn't need a religion, says Phi. God does not need a religion. That's true. God does not really need a religion. And hopefully the goal of most religions is to try to understand the concept of God, of the Creator, in the most pure way and the most non-intrusive way by human standards, right? Thank you, Phi, for that comment. That end battle man, we need more of that. My God, that was awesome. It was great, Hargrave. It was. Stay angry, my friends, says Medallion. Stay angry, my friends. I'll give it a solid 8, says John. I want to watch it again. They are fun. Yeah. By the way, I have purposely watched this episode only once. I'm going to go back and watch it again. Well, purposely. At first, I was doing it purposely at first. Then I wanted to watch it once more. Avis. I mean, something tells me I really got to catch up. Yvonne says 8 for me. I thought we were some plot holes that could have been easily fixed, but everything else was well put together. So thank you for giving your opinion, Yvonne. I appreciate that. Yvonne gives it an 8. Medallion gives it a 9.975. So the Medallion's not going to give it that 10 out of 10, but he's going to hold out that 0.025. That's pretty damn good, though. Medallion gives it a 9.975. I'm a realist. My glass isn't half empty. It isn't half full. There's just not enough in the damn glass. I hope I have a beagle in your channel to make me smile. Nope, I have a beagle in chat. That's a very kind comment, John. Thank you. I am a Vulcan about that, says Phi. I got to catch up with this chat. S&W is not for me, but glad if people enjoy it. Says Medallion. The search for AC. I know. Well, today I got AC, Love Shack. There is a little bit of AC. Unless I'm not sitting here, at least I'm not sitting here like trying to just barely get through the stream without passing out. Yeah, that was a bad stream like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I forget. Hey, Papa Delta Yankee, you shouldn't go out of your way to piss people off. However, if you do it simply by sharing your idea, that is different, says Papa Delta. Kurtzman is a board. Let's see if Papa Delta tells us what his rating is for this. Kurtzman is a board. Papa Delta, tell us what your rating is. Everybody else who hasn't given us a rating, we're just coming in here. Give us a rating from 1 to 10. From 0 to 10 of this episode. The show's strongest, says Papa Delta. Let me catch up. This Beagle's watching. Let me catch up. Exceptional is not the word for this episode. Superlative. One of its adjectives should be used. Okay, yeah. So that or a synonym of superlative. You need to do a call-ins. I want to come on and talk about this. We're gonna do call-ins. I can't do them today. I gotta set up Hargrave. I can't do them today though. It's just because I'm moving around. I don't have. You need to do call-ins. I want to come on and talk about this. I love the show. I really am confused as to how this is kicking Disney. Disney's ass and a lot of ass with its goodness and watchable show. Yeah, it is. It is a good show. You know what? Disney should support the hell out of this show, and Hulu should support the hell out of this show. Talaya mentions in season 2, episode 4, that Ed snores. That's true. Exactly. Thank you. She says that they slept together. Of course. Thank you, Todd. Todd, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I got a lot of help from the chat, but you're just on a whole different level, buddy. Little orphan Anaya. The girl is probably a teenager by now because I think that episode was shot close to when the pandemic was. I don't know. What does she look like? 11, 12? Like pre-adolescent? Something like that? Maybe 13? We don't know how quick they mature, too. By the way, Danny bit. She hates his snoring, yeah. Let me see if I can catch up here. The thing is, I don't want to miss anybody while I catch up. If Derelio shows up with a baby, he's in species. Yeah, what if Derelio shows up? Oh, God. Yeah, what if Derelio shows up with a baby? Has anyone gone, oh, damn. That could happen too, right, Nate? Has anyone gone and rewatched the first 2 seasons before the series started up again? I'm amazed how they kept the feeling. Yeah, I totally did that. Yeah, a lot of people have, right? We are one, but I am also me. 7 billion unique minds. Absolutely. We are one and we are ourselves. You're absolutely Papa Delta. My only minuscule complaint is that the ship design seems to be ship design seems to be the only design they have. It felt like 20 I don't listen. I think we might get more explanations to that. Yeah, there is one basic design to like most of the fleets, right? It just comes in like different sizes, right? Hey, Time Prophet, good to see you. Phi, you are made from God. Yeah, you know what's a great analogy, Phi? You know what's a great analogy of this? God is, let's say like God, the creator, is the ocean. And we are a glass. Like somebody takes a glass out of the ocean, and that's us, right? And it's a little piece. It's like it's a little piece of God. It's a little piece of the vastness, and at the same time, it's also an individual piece of water, right? So I like that analogy very much about the ocean and the glass of water, the glass of ocean water. There's only this planet is human. There's only that's a whole different topic for for piercing the veil, maybe on Doomcock's show. I like how the Krill or Maria's paranormal show. I like how the Krill are savage people. They're like the Klingons on steroids. Yeah, you know what? But listen, even though they're savage, there's more to them, right? And even the Klingons had Klingon scientists and diplomats and there's more to there. You're right. I like it too, Hargrave. I like it too. And at the same time, there's more to them. Hello, Rennie. Good to see you, Rennie. You're fashionably when Rennie arrives, things start. Psychosocial is a song by Slipknot. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me catch up. Hey, Alien. Good to see you. Nanu. Sorry, you're never late. We're ready to start when you get here. Whenever you get here is the right time. Love Shack, I'm not ignoring you. You're just writing a lot. So I'm trying to catch up. If you need to kill your adversary after winning the election, it's ratified. I call it an insurrection by a bad politician. It looks like, to me, it felt like they lost the election. And as soon as they lost, as soon as the chancellor loses the election, the other party fucking didn't waste any time at all. And they execute the chancellor. I mean, but it does look like it does look like they actually lost the election. A wizard is not early or late. Hey, Time Prophet says 7.9 out of 10. Ooh, interesting. I thought you were going to rate it higher. 7.9 out of 10. Kapla Bird. Good to see you, Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey. What did you rate this episode? Very curious to see what Bird rates it. Religion is a construct of man, says Papa Delta. God will not create religion. I think he's trying to be mandate. The goal of most religions are to brainwash people. I think the goal. I think there is an aspect to all religions. There is a brainwashing aspect to many religions, and then there is another side to most religions that is purely altruistic. And I think that what you have to do, you have to be responsible, and you have to have critical thinking, and you have to take away from each religion what is good in that religion. God doesn't need a religion, but Avis clearly does. So we're going to be learning a lot more about Avis, I hope. Yeah, staying angry is not a long-term solution. Anger is temporary. Oh, shit. Am I really this far back in the chat? Sorry, thanks for that comment, Papa Delta. I got her head. Let me see if I can catch up a little. I enjoyed this episode. I'd rate it about an 8.9, says Alien. Thank you, Alien. Thank you for that. PJ, you only have to watch the episode once. I watched it 6 times already. I did want to watch it a second time. I wanted to watch it yesterday or today, and I haven't been able to. Screw Avis. Enterprise is clearly the superior guy. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yay for AC. Oh, my God. I'm way behind in the chat. Let me. Oh, damn. Hello, Maria. Oh, damn. Let me catch up. Glass is full of red wine. The glass is full of red wine. There you go. Fi. There's nothing like a good red wine. Sorry, I'm originally an original Spaniard. Nothing like a good red wine. Oh, Rennie hasn't seen it yet. Oh, hope you guys watch it. Ty is going to watch it too, right? You guys may be watching it together. They slept together in the past when they used to date. Yeah. Oh, damn. How far behind am I? Let's see. This show's great. Shutting up until you catch up. Okay. Moorville. The actress, I think, is 9. Moorville, absolutely. Are some fans wanting a graphic sex scene to confirm that they did dirty? There's a time when, they could tell. There was a time when stories could tell how it happened. I mean, yeah. Listen, I think Priya. There was definitely a time with Priya where it was very clearly they had sex right in bed. I mean, they didn't show anything, but there was very clearly. I must have your best jokes. Yeah, but I can't read all of them. Love Shack. If you look closely, there are subtle differences between the different sized planetary union ships. There are. Thank you for saying that, Medallion. There are subtle differences. Actually, that'd be a great stream to do one day, just to look at the subtle differences. Maybe eventually, when we have the privilege of having Tom Costantino on, maybe those subtle differences are good to go through with Tom, for example. It's just the fact that there are 3-ring FTL. Yeah. There's not all of them have the 3 rings of FTL, right? Some of them have 2, and the bigger ships have 3 as well. The big cruisers. All right. I'm looking for people who've Bird, did you give us a rating? Yeah. The Krill planet looks better than Kronos ever did. Absolutely. The Orville insurrection. I think Talia stole the election. Yeah, that's interesting. Did Talia steal the election? Interesting. Now, we also do want to remember, guys, too, that the Chancellor, Ed, remember when Ed was in the, yes, I've only seen it once, but I remember when Ed was going through the footage on his own, and then Kelly walks in, he says, listen, I've been looking through this, and even Talea's people were getting, they were making shit up with deep faking stuff and about Talea's people, and so the Chancellor wasn't an angel, even though he wanted the peace with the Planetary Union. He was a sneaky guy too. Probably to be honest, Talea is probably straight up, and the Chancellor probably is scheming politician. Religion is a tool. How it's misused is the problem. Exactly how it's misused is the problem. It's the people using it. Yeah, there's people who take advantage of situations and of systems, and in this case, the system of religion. There's people who take advantage of it. Absolutely. 7 out of 10. Good episode. Best of the year so far. Bird, are you fucking kidding me? that the best episode that you thought this is the best episode of the year, and it only gets a 7 out of 10. Wow, it has some big issues. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Bird. See, I'm interested to see what Bird rates the other ones now. But hey, coming from Bird, the best episode of the year. That says a lot. Thank you, Bird, for sharing your opinions. The Bible is history. By the way, Bird, put in your channel, please. And Papa Delta, put in your Writer Brothers channel. Guys, I don't want to remind you guys, if you have a wrench, use it. Doesn't matter. Put it in. Boom, boom, boom. Put it in 5 times during the stream. I don't care. As long as it's not like continuous, put it in every 10 minutes. I don't care. We grow together, guys. We grow together. And I mean that. And as our channel grows, all the channels who support have to grow too. We all have to grow together, guys. The Bible is history and thousands of years of good advice, but it's not written by God. Yeah, exactly. You are written by God. That's good. I like that, Phi. I like that. Yeah. And by the way, I've said this before. Wouldn't you guys love to sit down and read the Encana right now? Just out of curiosity. Seth and Tom, and if you guys need any help writing parts of the Encana, I will put on my old writing hat again, and I'd be happy to write stuff in the Encana for you. As a psychologist and as a former writer, I'd love to do that. I'd love to write stuff in the Encana. Solid 6 out of 7, says Papa Delta. 6 out of 7. Okay. Papa Delta, that's a good rating. We got, hey, Donnie, we got 3 holidays in July: Canada Day on the 1st, American Independence Day on the 4th, and Bastille Day on the 14th. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. We do. We got several holidays in in North America. Yeah. No, it doesn't show the level of my popularity. It shows the level of my slowness. If you don't want to, thank you though, Love Shack, Time Prophet. If you don't want to see your religion be accused of brainwash, call it philosophy, make a TV show about it, set it in the future where humans are involved, nobody wears a condom. All right. That was funny. I take it. I admit that was funny. All right. Talea didn't even take her oath, and she's arrested. Executive of the Chancellor. That's true. Yeah, you're right. Well, as far as we know, she didn't take the oath, right? Or maybe she takes it later, right? But listen, how many governments have come into power that way, right? We should all rewatch this season. We should all rewatch this season. Yeah, we should rewatch this season from 1 to 4. See episode 1 to 4. By the way, episode 5, guys, is what is it called? Tale of Two Topas, I think. Let me just double check. I just want to make sure that's right. And episode 4. You know what? As I walk through, I'm going to put up an image of episode 4. Let me see if let me see if Hulu doesn't screw up my internet while I. All right. Yeah, it's called Tale of Two Topas. This is a very powerful title, right? And we've been speculating on this for 3 years. 3 years. Yeah, almost 3 years. There is a lot to tell in Topa's story. And I think that we're going to get a lot. By the way, this trailer this trailer, you know what? I'm going to show it later. I'm going to show the trailer later. This trailer is fabulous. The trailer looks really interesting for next week. For this week, sorry. The most graphic we got was Ed lying naked on the bed with Derulio in Muscraft. Well, yeah, and with Priya. Oh, and Ed's back and not his butt. Okay. I did a quick comparison between DJ Ronnie, between season 1 of The Orville and season 3. Oh, really? You want to tell us more about that, DJ? Tell us more about that. Yeah, well, Tom will be, when we find some time, That's good for Tom and good for us. I think I'm gonna be moving around still for the next 10 days or so, and after that, I'm gonna be steady for a while. So then we will we will talk to Tom more about that. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to have him on, and it would be quite the honor to have Tom Costantino on. Wow. First want the graphic scenes instead of yeah. Krilla's Space Vegas. You know what? There's a lot of it that seems like that, right? It does seem like Space Vegas in many ways. Donnie, my wife and sons are Brittany Fran. Oh, that's great. That's why you said you were alone. I gotcha. Relation 7 out of 10. Good episode. Best of the year so far, but has some issues. Yeah, gotcha. Has some issues. I'm curious to see. Well, I'm not now, but I'm curious to talk to you more about the season in general, Bird. Maybe I'll pop on one of your open streams there and talk to you someday. I'll always want to pop on with you, but I never have when you do one of those, I never have, it's like never a good time for me. So, Bird of Prey's channel, you guys want to check Bird of Prey and Writer Brothers and every other channel, please. Don't make me yell at you. Put in your channels. I want everybody to support everybody else in here, guys. Please, we have to support independent creators. We have great creators in this chat and in this community. And if they're not in here now, there might be somebody watching on the replay who wants to sub to your channel. So please put in your channels, guys. Excuse me. Seth MacFarlane successfully said PSYOP out loud. PSYOP saying with. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I understand now. Without having to say PSYOP. Both sides are guilty of propaganda. Okay. Going to be heading off in a little. Good to get in some quick chat. Good to see you, Medallion. Thanks for joining us, Medallion. Zealots. All right, let me catch up a little bit. Yeah, well, there's a lot of crap out there. And there's a lot of crap out there. And let me say this, by the way, let me say one more thing about this comment right here. If to some of the people who were upset about this episode, think about this. If you got like these big YouTube channels like Nerdrotic or Doomcock or whatever, Midnight's Edge, or these channels that criticize a lot of sci-fi, or critique, and in some cases criticize. If you're not supposed to watch the crappy stuff, you're not supposed to watch the mediocre stuff. And I'm not saying that they're telling you not. They're obviously everybody can watch what they want to watch. But I'm saying, like, if you're not supposed to like the crappy stuff and you're not supposed to like the mediocre stuff, aren't we supposed to like at least the decent stuff that's out there, like the Orville? So sometimes, guys, I urge you not to overthink things and to take to look at it from step back and look at the season from listen, we have two seasons of the Orville that have not disappointed. Give it some time. Give it some time. If you're worried about something, give it time. If you're worried about the comedy element, give it time. If you're worried about the politics, give it time. You guys will not be disappointed. There is resolution to a lot of stuff that's being set up. So, we could go through the chat and do that. Bird's channel, Writer Brothers channel, please sub, guys. Please sub. I want everybody, unless you're driving or flying a plane right now. Dude, if you're flying a plane and you're listening to me, hats off. But listen, seriously, unless you're driving or you're doing something important, take a moment, sub to Papa Delta Yankees, Writer Brothers, sub to Bird of Prey, and sub to Rennie. If Rennie will put in her channel, please. Yeah, you guys deserve to grow. You guys deserve to grow. Pop Delta has got a nice group of writers there who have who talk about stuff. Please sub to them, guys. Time Profits channel. You got to sub to Time Profits channel. There's a lot of amazing 3D rendering. Not the Encana, but there's Orville novel coming up for an episode. They couldn't shoot this. Yes, it's called Appeasing the Devil, was it? Or what is it? Let's see. Thank you, Medallion, for reminding me. Sympathy for the Devil, right? I think that was, I'm not reading it. I'm remembering it just now. I think it's called Sympathy for the Devil. And it was an episode, I think it was the 11th episode. Well, maybe it wasn't the 11th. It was just another episode they were going to do. And they didn't do it, decided not to do it. And it's being put into a novel form. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that is definitely the thing to pick up. And you're going to want to watch Tom Costantino's, because I saw it on Tom's Twitter. And you know what? I'm going to put in the link to that. Because if you're not following Tom, you should be following Tom, because you will see what Medallion's talking about here. And on Tom's if there's Tom's Twitter, you will see a lot of the latest stuff on there, and you're going to see him post about this novel that's coming out, and I'm sure that once it's available, you're going to see it as well. So that's Tom Costantino's link right there. Make sure you're following him on Twitter. Pacific, good to see you, my friend. Please put in your channel as well, Pacific. I have to make sure you got, I'm not 100% sure. I got to make sure you got a wrench, Pacific. One sec. Let me just make sure Pacific has got his wrench. Just a reminder, if you have a YouTube channel, you can ask me for a wrench if you are a trusted viewer of this channel. And you guys, what happens is, Pacific, you now have your wrench. Please put in your channel as often as you want. We grow together, guys. Pacific 414, who does reviews on the Orville with Norporial, I think, rates at a 9.5 out of 10. Great rating from Pacific. Thank you for sharing that, Pacific. And please put in your channel. Ty, Rennie and I are doing the whole catch up because she has not seen it before. Oh, you haven't seen it before, right? Okay. And I have. Oh, you guys are doing a rewatch together. That's awesome. Enjoy it, guys. Enjoy it. Let me know. So when you guys catch up, let us know what you think about this episode, or maybe next week's episode. Ms. Lundell, I would like to see explanation for why would sign treaty on the night of election. All right. That is a fair. All right. Let me just say this. That is a fair assessment, Bird. And let me throw something at you there. What if it came down to the point as well that, because this stuff happens in modern day politics all the time. What if the chancellor said, you know what? In order to win this election, I'm going to need planetary union support to let people see that we have finally come to peace with the planetary union. So that may have something to do with it too. Just throwing out ideas. That's all. But Bird has a good point too. So next 2 episodes will be lit, says Jim. Hey, good to see you, Jim. Absolutely, it will be lit. Why don't you show the trailer for episode 5? We will show it. Yeah, Topa comes home to roost. Cyrillic Greek. Cyrillic Greek, says 5. 7 out of 10 for this episode. More humans should have died. Okay, I see what you're saying. Love Shack is at a 7 out of 10. Seriously. So we'll ignore that F- from before. Okay. Please share the stream out, guys. I appreciate it. And Maria, please put in your channel. The upcoming episode with the Pyramid Temple, I feel the CG looks a bit not as high quality. Reminds me of 2000 CG at times. Yeah, but it looks pretty cool. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. I'm going to show that shortly. Thanks for talking about that. The pyramids. Yeah, the medallion. Hey, Nerdporial. Good to see you. Good to see you, Nerdporial. Give us your rating on this episode if you can. And for those of you who are just coming in here, guys, by the way, I gave kind of a long talk at the beginning about how this season, Seth said very clearly, this season is about, if you had to sum it up in one word, it's about coexistence. Coexistence is about love for thy neighbor, regardless of whether you agree or disagree with them. I think that a lot of what is shown in this episode, I was saying to many who at the beginning of the stream, that I feel that this episode is a middle act in season 3, and there's going to be a lot of resolution, a lot of sides to one issue or to a couple of issues were presented from various. It was presented from various sides, and I really think that this is a middle act to season 3, and the ultimate story here is coexistence and acceptance and love of each other. That is what the Orville's message is, and you guys will see that happen toward the end of the season. Adega's back and better than before. Thank you. Viva Las Avis. I love that. That's awesome, dude. I love that, Todd. Viva Las Avis. That's awesome. I love that. This is a beautiful game. This is a beautiful game. Life is a beautiful game. You don't want to get yelled at by PJ people. No, you don't. You don't want to get yelled at. No, everybody put in your channel. God damn it. If you got a wrench, put in your channel. Maria, I haven't seen you put in your channel, and you super chatted. So, by the way, guys, also, let me just remind you, we have channel memberships now, and we are gonna be increasing a few activities on the channel as time goes by, little by little. And so one of the best ways you can support the channel is, of course, by becoming a member. And I've decided to do a very simple, one flat rate, dirt cheap membership for everybody. And we will end up putting a producer, if anybody wants to be a producer or sponsor type level at a much higher level. But the basic member levels are going to be one flat rate for everyone. I think it's like $1.99. So Medallion says, have a great rest of the stream and chat. I'm heading out to dinner. Have a good Geloja. Have a good dinner. I mean, Medallion. Thank you for joining us, Medallion. Good to see you. Let's see. This just jumped on me. I hope while I'm looking at the jump chat here where I'm missing the chat, I hope you guys are putting in. Oh, shit. What did I do? The channel. Oh, Adega. Adega's become a member. Thank you, Adega. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I think you already were a member, but thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining Adega. I appreciate that. Adega, having science fiction author, Adega Outlaw, doctor and science fiction author, Adega Outlaw, be a member of my channel. It's got to be the most humbling thing in the world. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that support. Let me see. Oh, this just jumped on me and I've lost my place. One sec. All right, so we got a buy from Medallion. Fi, take no sides. Good night, Medallion. Watch it all. Yes, watch it. Watch it all. Watch the episode, guys. And Medallion's seen it once, I guess. Papa Delta's channel again. Put it in there, guys. Put in your channels. If you're driving or flying, I expect you all to sub twice as Papa Delta. Yeah, don't forget to sub. Don't forget to sub to all the channels, guys. Nate's channel. Maria finally put in her channel. Thank you, Maria. If I watch it again, that is a rating. Says 5. Okay. Yeah, if you watch it again. So if he watches it again, that means it's good. That's what Fi is saying. I think. Symphony for the Devil. Sympathy, isn't it? Oh, Symphony? Oh, did I read it wrong? Oh, Symphony for the Devil. Thank you. All right. Then it's Symphony for the Devil. Okay. Thank you, Nate. Best comedian for the villains. Symphony for the Devil. Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. I read it too fast. This is Adega's guys. This is Adega's book. Well, this is probably. Hold on. Let me just see. You know what? Let's just take a moment here. Where is her? Where is Dega? All right. This, guys, is what's this? Dega, what this link in here? What is it? Is this your Amazon store? Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. I don't see your book. I don't see your book in here. I guess this is Adega's Amazon store. So so click on this link, and I don't see. Did you put it? Adega, can you make sure you put in the right link? Can you just confirm this is the right link? Because I was going to show it, but I don't see your name anywhere. Can you confirm that's the right link, Adega? Maybe can you put it in again, Adega? There you go. Thanks. Just okay. So Adega's going to put it in again, and we'll show it. DJ Ronnie, for starters, the whole texture has more contrasting details. Some of the details were always there, but yeah. And I remember Tom mentioning this. I think it was on the virtual TrekCon interview that nobody had talked about the panels, and you definitely noticed the interior of the ship, the panels, and absolutely, it's fantastic. The refit of the Orville is fabulous on the bridge and everywhere on the ship. That's Tom's Twitter, guys. Make sure you're following Tom Costantino. So it's either Sympathy or Symphony. Oh, it is Sympathy. Okay, thanks. There's a sort of noticeable hull Aztecing pattern. Oh, really? Aztecing pattern. Okay. For the front bridge, window is now transparent when viewed from the outside. Yeah, it is. Yep. It was frosted. It used to be frosted white. Okay, cool. Yeah, Pacific, put in your channel, dude. That's Pacific's channel. Make sure you're subbed to Pacific 414, guys. I know for a fact there's people in here who are not subbed to Pacific 414, so please take a moment and do so. We grow together, guys. We have great content creators in here. I don't want to show my so-so review for the Shadow Realms, but I showed some screenshot comparison. Yeah. DJ, let me give you a wrench. Where's hold on. DJ, you can share for sure. You can share your I'm giving you a wrench so you can share your channel and your review. Oh fuck, I can't see you now. There you go. Okay. Go ahead and put in your channel, DJ Ronnie. All right. Use the wrench wisely. Thank you. With a great wrench comes great responsibility. Thank you, Maria. Is Monty Python's fan? Yeah. Yeah. Our resident Grinch is on fire tonight. Overall, the ship looks a bit meaner, and I think we can imagine an easy in-universe explanation post-Kaline refit. Yeah, absolutely. Jeff B, good to see you, Jeff B. The Chancellor expected to win election, remind me of 2016. I mean, and for those of you guys who are just coming in here, I'm trying not to. I think that the commentaries that were made can be made of many societies, and I do want to reiterate to everybody who is just coming in here that I think this season, as Seth said, season 3 is about coexistence, about accepting others, and about accepting our fellow brothers and sisters with differences included, as different as we may be from one another. 8 out of 10 says Ronnie. Thank you for sharing, DJ Ronnie. Thank you for giving us your rating. Okay. Day Organization, you might think a 7.9 is low, but I gave Discovery a minus 600. Okay. I know. Well, that's why I thought I was like that. Yeah. I mean, like I know you're enjoying it to some degree. So that says a lot from Time Profit right there. Thank you, Time Profit. Time Profit, make sure you put in your channel again. Mr. Lundell, put in your channel again. Bird of Prey 5 when they weren't going to sign a treaty on the night of the election. That was a return visit for diplomatic protocol reasons. Treaty would have been signed at a later date. Okay. As we all need to coexist. Yes. Krill and Union are allies already, says Phi. Great episode. Jim says Trumpian analogies are kind of on the nose, and the abortion shaming scene was brutal. Ed, me, and I was. Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't think this is about Trump. I don't think it's about anything. I think these are very general. I think these are very general. What is happening? Listen, what is expressed in the Orville could be expressed in a great deal of many countries, not just the United States. I don't. That's why I don't want people to read too much into it. It's story. I think it's just story, guys. And what the most important part of this is that we're in the middle act of season 3, which is gonna highlight coexistence. That's what I'm want to get to. Galinda, that's Galinda's channel, guys. And thank you for putting in Space Kitties. Baby Space Kitty almost 10 years ago. Awesome. Awesome, guys. And let's see if Adega was able to put in his. All right. Let's see. Make sure. Oops. Dega's link is, I want to show Dega's book. And by the way, guys, I'm probably going to be on Doomcock later. So if anybody wants to watch Doomcock later and watch my pathologically optimistic rant again, or not again, but similar, you're welcome to. So where is... There you go. All right. So, guys, Adega's book, here we go. And Adega's books, this is Adega's link. And let me just make sure you guys are seeing this. Okay. Yeah. Wow, I am so getting this. I'm so getting these in July. The Blood Witch is finally out on paperback. The Blood Witch is finally out on paperback, and great price. And Evolution, I love both of these covers, Adega. I love both of these covers. Evolution is out in hardcover. I've seen some of my friends order this. You guys have seen some of our colleagues order these, and it looks fantastic. the Evolution. I've seen the Evolution hardcover book. It looks fabulous. And of course, if you guys, let's see, if you guys click on the Blood Witch, you will get magical always leaves a stain, a mark that can last for generations. Often the innocent or unsuspecting become blessed or victims to its powers. Veronica. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you guys want to check this link out and support our creators, our authors, our YouTube channels. And by the way, the reason we had Adega on when we were reviewing Dark Matter, and we're talking some Stargate too with Joe Malazzi. The reason we had Adega on for that, and we've had Adega on for so many things, is because of how highly respected an author he is. So thank you, Adega, for joining us in the chat. That is Adega's link. Make sure you guys are clicking and checking it out, and hopefully buying it if you can. All right. You know what, guys? I think it might be a good point to watch. Hello, Captain Spire. Good to see you. Positive rants are good too. There you go. Thank you, Captain Spire. Thank you for saying that. Other showrunners like Eric Kripke from The Boys have made it clear that their shows are about modern day politics, but we can't make the same assumptions about the Orville. That's a good point, Yvonne. Thanks. That's a good point, Yvonne. And listen, Star Trek Strange New Worlds made some very clear comments about modern times with some images they used. And I really think that the Orville is making some very general statements, which are very true in many societies. There's a lot of, listen, the Orville is a product that's made for planetary consumption, guys. It was a world premiere of the Orville. It's picking up a lot of fans in Latin America, for example, and all the Spanish speaking, all from the Iberian Peninsula to the tip of Chile. The Orville is made for world consumption, and it's narrow-minded to say that all the commentary of the Orville is about the United States. So, Seth has a bigger picture in mind, in my opinion. Thank you for that comment, Yvonne. Oh, dude, your computer went out. All right. Well, Nate is a true blue follower. Thank you, my friend. Nate, now let's know when your channel stuff is becoming active. All right. Let me see if I can put up that trailer. And meanwhile, Maria, who loves to talk, will tell us a story. Maybe. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Maria, put in your channel once again. While I put up, let's see. Let me make sure. All right. We're going to play it. Let's see. Let's play it from Twitter. All right. So we're going to Seth's Twitter feed right here. I am going to plug my All right, so I unplugged. Sorry, you guys can hear me. I unplugged the my microphone, and we're gonna watch. Thanks, guys. We're gonna watch the episode, the trailer here for Thursday, and we're going to. This is from Seth's Twitter, and I have to play this through the speaker through my. Make sure you guys are hearing me okay. Okay, here we go.
clear. Yes, sir.
Looks good. Looks good, guys.
Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir.
So, you know what? It's so short. Let's watch it one more time. Looks great. The pyramid looks great, by the way.
Do I make myself clear? Yes, sir.
Yes, you did. Thank you for that. All righty. Fabulous. Fabulous, guys. It looks really interesting. It's about, I'm just going to let it run without the sound while we talk. It's called Tale of Two Topas. It looks fabulous. Wow. Wow. You know what? It looks like we see a Mocklin. Does that look like Clyden? Let's see. What do you guys think? Does that look like Clyden? He looks like he's on. It looks like he might be on another ship that's not the Orville. He is. Clyden's coming up. I think it's Clyden. It looks like Clyden to me, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to dissect it here now, but I'm not going to stop and dissect it now. But looks great. Looks fabulous, guys. Well, I didn't let you guys ask questions this time. So, guys, that's Nerdporials. Please, channel. Please make sure you're subbing to Nerdporial. Ben says, I doubt it's Clyden. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. William Mocklin ship. Yeah, I might be reading too much into that quick frame there. We have the Orville. The Dega says what Ben said. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not Clyden. Let's look at it one more time. Yeah, it's probably not Clyden. After shows every week, says Nerdporial. Awesome. It's a dinosaur. It looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, Time Prophet. Very cool. Very cool stuff. You know what, guys? Thoughts on this trailer. Let's take some thoughts on this trailer. So I'm throwing out some Latchkuuuuuuuuum questions at you guys. I want to know what you guys think about this trailer. What comes to mind when you think about this trailer and the title? The title is called A Tale of Two Topas. What do you guys think about this trailer here? Good to see you, Baybob. Quadradactyl, yeah. Good to see you, Daybob. I think I missed you jump in here before, Daybob. And Captain Spire, hello. I saw you jump in here, and Jim Henry, and who else did we see jump in here? Donnie's back. Oh, cool. That temple can't be on Mockless. The sky is clear, says Ben. That's a good point. Yeah, it does not look like Mockless, right? Now, also, I mean, Yeah, unless it's a very isolated part of Moklis, right? Unless it was a very isolated part of Moklis, I think Ben's right. Um, it's like an art. It looks like yeah, it is like an archaeological dig. Looks very Stargate to me, says Time Prophet. Yeah. Well, listen, I think it's pretty cool that they do that. That kind of the kind of an archaeological, ancient type episode. This trailer makes me fear for Moklis, says Jim Henry. I like it overall, but that end gave me Reva vibes with Obi-Wan. But I think it will be good, good regardless. It'd be good regardless, says Argrave. That the admiral yelling at them. I like that they don't give much away, just enough to leave intrigued. Yeah, it really isn't a lot. Yeah, because if we did, if you had like a traditional next time on the Orville, yeah, there's a lot of TV shows who do give too much away. And the title is A Tale of Two Topas, but we don't even, for example, we don't even see Clyden or Topa here, right? So this looks very, very cool, guys. Love it. Looks very exciting. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for this week's episode. Um, yeah. Wow. Um, I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, guys, about. Um, hmm. I'm trying. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about. I'm trying to speculate on the episode. Though. There's not. All right. So more thoughts on this one. By the way, I had to watch Gently Falling Rain on my phone with headphones. Hulu app worked great. Oh, awesome. Worked great on your phone, huh? Why didn't they film the admiral from a different angle so she didn't look so short? Uh, let's add this admiral, right? Let's see how short she looks again. You think like she looks short, like even just in that shot, right? You're saying, maybe, yeah, maybe she's not. Maybe she's short. So they only bring robot down when they need doors pushed down that robot. It's funny. It's funny. You don't see Tala opening that jar of pickles, huh? She doesn't seem to be there, right? Or was that her on the end there? There was a red uniform on the end. Let's see that again. This really is a short trailer. It's a teaser. Yeah. It's a teaser in the true sense. Yep. Was that Tala? Is that Tala? No, that's Charlie. So that's why Isaac is opening it, right? Because Tala's not there to open the jar of pickles. Ben says an ancient temple could hold a gateway to another universe. Maybe we see a universe, an inverse universe with a female Topa. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, that is interesting. Wow. We finally might be doing mirror universes here. You think so? That's interesting, Ben. That's an interesting speculation, Ben. Thanks for sharing that. Tale of Two Topas. Maybe Topa is literally confronted with herself or himself or herself, right? Um, thank you for joining us, Donnie. Yeah, I'll see you later, Donnie, on Pop Culture Breakdown. I will see you there. Is that even started yet? I don't think it's started yet, right? What are the rumors of robot killing weapons? Take care, Donnie. I'll see you later. The admiral is clearly looking up at Mercer. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Hail to we hobbits. Marie identifies. Maybe, yeah, okay, yeah. I want to see you buy an Orville purple uniform there, Love Shack. Oh, Rennie, thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining the channel, guys. Thank you so much. Probably the best support you can do is to join our dirt cheap flat rate tier membership. There's one flat rate membership for everybody. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Rennie. It means a lot that you joined, and thank you and Adega for joining today. And Rennie, make sure you're putting in your channel, by the way. You have a wrench. Right, let me just make sure. I know you have a wrench. I know you have a wrench, but let me double check. Hold on. Make sure Rennie has got a wrench. And let me see if Pop Culture Breakdown has started. If it's started, we're going to wrap up soon. Oh, Rennie, I'm sorry. I thought you had a wrench. There you go. Now, please go ahead and put in your channel, Rennie. You got a wrench now, my friend. Maybe it was maybe it's Priya's stash. Well, that's interesting. That's funny, Jim. That would be interesting, right? All the stuff she's robbed, right? And she's kept it maybe in a certain point in time. There's like 2 pyramids there. There's one on the right too. I just saw. That's an interesting comment, Jim. Mirror Universe and Orville, well, that would be its own show and it would be hilarious. Yeah, that's funny. Hargrave is saying, yeah, because this, like some people say, like this is a mirror universe to Trek, right? By the way, you guys saw some of that fun people were having on Twitter about I think it was Star Trek Online, and you saw like Tom Costantino interacting with it, and they were talking about. You guys, I think, saw it right on Twitter in our community. Some people had been creating USS Orville from like a mirror universe on Trek Online, I think it was. Or maybe another planet in the Mocklin system. Yeah, it could be another planet on the Mocklin system. That's a good point. Yeah, we have to think. We have to think in adequate scientific terms. Thank you, Nate. They already had an alternate universe with the time travel episode. Yeah, that was. Yeah, they did have an alternate universe with the time travel episode, which, yeah, you're right. Anything will be better than the actual episode. Oh, that's not true, Love Shack. Anything we can think about will be better now. Our resident Grinch. Yes, it's his job to be our resident Grinch. So don't. Short Admiral Syndrome. I want to see Maria. I want to see Maria of Tiantelli dressed up as an admiral. Maria, will you dress up as an admiral for cosplay when they do? Yeah, I want to see Maria and attend a convention all dressed in purple admiral stuff and the purple admiral attire, like this one right here, like this lady right here. You can see. Maybe we'll do a little Photoshop later and put Maria's face on that admiral's body. Guys, if anybody who's really good at Photoshop, I'm just putting this out there. If anybody who's really good at Photoshop, like maybe Time Profit, I'm not saying you should do it, but if anybody's really good at Photoshop can take Maria's head and put it on that admiral's body, that'd be cool. I'm not great at it. It takes me. I gotta get my practice with Photoshop. There you go. You got a wrench now. 7:30. So that's Central, right? 7:30 Central. So Pop Culture Breakdown. Let's see. Starting. It's either just started or it's starting in an hour. Let's see. No. Oh, so it's starting like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Rennie. Of course, Rennie is a wrench over there. Don't forget Papa Delta Yankee. Will we see Priya again? That's interesting. Will we see Priya again? What do you guys think about that? Let's take Jim's question as our last Latchkuuuuuuuuum question. Will we see Priya again? What do you guys think about that? Will we see Priya again as we wrap up here? Let's take that. Will we see Priya again? What do you guys think? Hey, John. Good to see you, John. Thank you for some objective review of this episode. I was very puzzled by the backlash to this by people I generally respect. This is an amazing episode. My honest opinion, 9.5. Thank you, John. Yeah, and I think, like I said at the beginning, there was some there's a lot of emotional strings being plucked here. But I also want people to remember this is the middle act of season 3, and there is a lot of resolution coming. And the resolution is what Seth said. There is coexistence. There is a message of coexistence and love for your fellow beings, human beings, in this case, all of God's creations, krill and human. Thank you, John, for sharing your opinion. Thank you John gets it a 9.5. Thank you, John. Yes, Rennie, if you can be a Doomcock wrench, you most certainly can be an Orville Nation wrench. Of course, there's no obligations for being a wrench in here, Rennie. It's just for you to plug your own stuff, and whoever else you want to plug, anybody other stuff you want to plug as well. When they deleted that wormhole, it removed Priya from timeline. I doubt there's a stash. Yeah, I don't think this probably is Priya's stash. Although you could. It was a nice thought. I do think there's probably a way to see Priya again. And I hope so. I hope we do see Priya again. Maybe seasons 1 and 2 was the mirror universe, says Jim. Listen, what they said, what Ed and Kelly said, what Kelly says on the porch after. Oh, there's one more Latchkuuuuuuuuum question I'm throwing out at you guys. I just remembered. What Kelly says on the porch at the very end of the episode. About on this side of time, things are different. Maybe this is the slightly different universe after that last episode of season 2. Maybe things are slightly different. Dave Bob, thank you, my friend. Thank you for joining. I am honored, most honored for Dave Bob to have joined our channel membership. Thank you, my friend. It is quite the honor to have you. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. And Maria, you're gonna give a super sticker, Maria. Let's see. What's Maria's super sticker? Popcorn. Thank you, Maria. Maria, please go ahead and put in your channel one more time for me. Dave Bob, let me just make sure. Dave Bob. Wait a second. Does Dave Bob have a rank? Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. Sorry. Does Dave Bob have... Dave Bob, you have a wrench now too. So please put in your social media channel, whatever you want to put in, Dave Bob. And thank you both. Thank you both for the super chat and the membership. Honored to have all of you as part of this community. Actually, this is the alternate universe, says Mr. Lundell. Okay, let me just catch up with this chat. Okay. Yeah, we have cat. Okay, there we are. That was an alternate universe. It was a different timeline, not the same as the alternate universe. Actually, this is the alternate universe, says Mr. Lundell. Let's do it at only 5'2". It'll be interesting. There you go, Maria Tiantelli. Guys, if anybody out there is good at Photoshop and can put Maria's head on that admiral's body, that'd be awesome. That would be awesome. If anybody can do that, that'd be great to show that to Maria on social media, on Twitter. I'm good at Photoshop, but I don't have Maria's head. Oh, well, dude, if you're Time Prophet, if you could do that, I would love that. If anybody could. I don't want it to be a lot of work, but if you're happy to do it, then Maria, Give Time Prophet a good shot of a good headshot that you want. If you could do it, Time Prophet, and it doesn't take up too much time, that'd be awesome, dude. That'd be awesome. Admiral Vampira, exactly. Admiral Vampira. Thank you, Jim. Hardgrave. Oh, okay. So this is the last question, and I'm gonna throw this out and I'll catch up with the chat. All right, last question. As they are on the porch, guys, on the terrace, excuse me, on in New York, on at the end of that episode, Kelly says, "Why don't we have breakfast?" Right. So the big question is, and Adega got this. The big question is, guys, because Kelly says, "Why don't we have breakfast?" And the question is, what time of the day is it? First of all, it can mean a lot of things. If it's morning and they go ahead and have breakfast, fine. But I don't think it's clear that it's morning. And in fact, I got to go back and watch it. I've only watched it once. It might even be evening. If it's early evening or late in the day, and Kelly's saying, "Why don't we get breakfast?" it means a whole different thing. And if you notice, they walked out embraced. Nobody's talking about this. Why isn't anybody talking about this? Why isn't anybody talking about the fact that Ed and Kelly are walking out of that room, or into the room and then out of the room, off the terrace and into the room and somewhere else? Why is nobody talking about the fact that they are walking out embraced? It's a little odd to me that they're actually, they're close. They're very close, but it's a little odd that they're walking out embraced. What do you guys think about that? That is the final Latchkuuuuuuuuum question. And why the hell is nobody talking about it? So let's see. I almost forgot to say that. It's a good thing you guys reminded me. Hey, Clobby, good to see you, my friend. Clobby, make sure you're saying you're in your phone. Okay. Well, if you can put in your channel, I don't know if you can put in your channel, but if you can, please do, Clobby. Make sure you guys are subbed to Clobby, Clobbering Times. I got here late. Haven't watched your review yet, but this episode I liked in spite of the obvious politics. Seth is using other species to show various views safely. It's okay with me. Yeah. It was. I think it's done in. Listen, Seth is. You can go back and watch the beginning, Ben, but what is done is all sides are being shown here. So, thank you, Rennie, for putting in the Twitter. Rennie, he has more. He's got too many wrenches now. Rennie has too many wrenches now. Yeah, she's a good wrench. She's a great wrench. It depends on the head angle compared. Well, maybe you guys can figure it out. Maria and Time Prophet. You guys can talk. All right, guys. So, Bow Chicka Wow Wow. What do you guys think about that? Breakfast, says Jim Henry. And what do you guys think about that? What are the sun is high? I agree. Can anybody see that? Did anybody go back and watch it? Dave Bob says the sun is high. I think it's like, to be honest, I think it's like, I don't know. I get this feeling it's like late afternoon, maybe early evening. I don't know why I get that feeling. I'm going to go back and watch it maybe tonight. Dave Bob, though, says the sun is high. I am, but everybody rolls her eyes when I get mushy when I talk about love, mushy stuff. Okay. Afternoon delight, says Dave Bob. Okay. I'm happy to eat breakfast at dinner time, says Rennie. Okay. You can have breakfast without doing anything else. I eat breakfast every day, says Time Prophet. I think Ed and Kelly are fully platonic now. I really don't ship them anymore. They're better as friends. I agree. But wouldn't that be interesting though? Wouldn't it be interesting though, Ben, if this is kind of an alternate? What if this is an alternate, slightly alternate reality, and all of a sudden we find out, and it hasn't been addressed yet, but all of a sudden we find out Ed and Kelly are together. That'd be interesting. And then maybe the universe gets switched back to what it was before. Who knows? So let me sum up kind of the guys. Let me just do a sum up of what the stream was. They would work shifts on a starship. Ship time would equate to Earth type time, probably. Because perverts like me like to speculate about that in private, but dig out as a general. So okay, I didn't notice it's specific. Yeah, they walked out. They walked out embraced. I thought it was interesting. They walked out embraced. Breakfast could just be a callback. I think Ed invited her to breakfast somewhere back where they were just friends, and she said no. Okay. That does ring a bell, kind of, Ben. Yeah, it does ring a bell. Okay, PJ, from the position of the sun in that scene, I say it is 9 or 10 a.m. Oh, okay. You think it's 9 or 10 a.m. All right. Well, Nate knows. That's what it says on his. It says Nate knows on his profile, so Nate knows. JPRPH1, good to see you. I didn't think it was so odd. They are obviously good friends. I took it as Ed needing some consolation and Kelly being a good friend. Yeah, that's true. Listen, these people used to be married. They're very close. Yeah, that's a good point, JPPH1. I was saying she has more. Oh, we got more subs for Rennie's channel. Awesome. Make sure you guys are subbed to Rennie. Is it Rennie you're talking about? Yeah, please make sure you're putting in your channel, Rennie. I do like that a leftist can watch episode 4 and say it's a condemnation on the right, and the right can do the same thing as it's. Listen, Ben, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about this before, but all week long, I've been getting things from the right and from the left. The people on one side are telling me, I can't believe Seth did this. This episode is about blah, blah, and blah. And the people on the other side are saying, I can't believe Seth did this. This episode is about blah, blah, and blah. And I got to congratulate the writing staff for finding a way to be equal opportunity pisser offers, right? I'm just kidding. Feather rufflers, let's say. I think that these emotional strings were plucked on many sides. I think that the views were provided on many sides. And listen, I do want to, just to sum up what this episode is about. Thanks for the comment, Ben. Just to sum up what this Latchkuuuuuuuuum was about. Listen, when Seth, there's a lot of people missing this, and when Seth, before season 3, Seth said in an interview, he was asked, I think this might have been on the Roddenberry channel, if I'm not mistaken. Seth was asked on Roddenberry Entertainment, I think it was, what if you could sum up the Orville in one word? And Seth said coexistence. The Orville season 3 in one word, and Seth said coexistence. So I think that what I think is happening here is that we are in the middle act of season 3, and each story is individual, and you can appreciate each story individually, but there is an overall story arc for season 3. We are in the middle act. We are in the Empire Strikes Back of season 3, guys. We are in the Empire Strikes Back of season 3. We are in the middle act of season 3. Okay. And what is happening in the middle act is that there's going to be a lot of emotional impact. I actually think, by the way, the next episode is going to be very emotional too. It's about Topa. I think it's also going to be very emotional. I think that there was a lot of emotional strings plucked. There was a little shock. Everybody was slightly shocked at things in episode 4. But ultimately, we have to remember this is part of a greater story, and what Orville season 3 about is not a conspiracy from the left or from the right to about propaganda, about whatever, about corporation writing or whatever. These guys are doing a different thing. Brannon, Seth, and Andre and David Goodman, they are doing a different thing here. We are in the middle act of what is going to be resolved as what Seth said as coexistence. Ultimately, coexistence is love for your fellow creature, your fellow human being, your fellow creature of God, right? This case, it's humans and aliens. Whatever it is, and I don't mean to sound preachy here, but ultimately, this season 3 is about coexistence and about appreciation and learning how to get along with your fellow man or woman without having to necessarily agree with everything, because we can't agree on everything. There's everybody who's in this chat right now and everybody who's watching on the replay, who's listening to me. We are all different. None of us are the same. We can never agree on everything. Listen, if you became upset at everybody who thought differently than you, you'd spend the whole day in the shrink. You can't. As a therapist, we see people who get their ruffles I'm singing backwards the whole day. Their feathers ruffled because people don't agree with them. Because people don't agree with you or you don't agree with them doesn't mean you can't get along with them. Not only that, they could be your best friend. They could be your family member. They could be your spouse. They could be your parent. They could be your kid. They could be, listen, season 3 is about coexistence. Don't read too much into things, guys. That's kind of the summary of this episode of Latchkuuuuuuuuum, and just want to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. Yes, from the Buddhist priestess herself, coexistence, everybody. Spread that shit everywhere. It doesn't cost a dime. Thank you, Maria. Very well said, Priestess Maria. Buddhist Priestess Maria, Zen Priestess Maria from Tiantelli. Spread that shit everywhere. Thank you. I'm going to quote you on that. Hey, Andy, good to see you, Andy. Good to see you guys. Rennie doesn't like Clyde, and she says. All right, guys. Let me just catch up with the final comments here. Season 3 is every sperm is sacred, says Love Shack. Resident Grinch. We are now officially, you are officially now our resident Grinch, here to ruffle all our feathers, Love Shack. The sun is low on the horizon over the ocean. If the San Fran is the evening, if New York, it's morning. Yeah, well, in the Orville, it's New York. Everybody keeps talking about San Francisco, but it's New York in the Orville. But yeah, you guys think it's morning, so okay, so that would be great. Glenn says, when we realize we're all on the same Earth ship hurtling through space and we need each other to help care for this ship. Absolutely. Dude, I don't care what they say. I don't care what's going on in politics. Is the U.S. a fractured country? Is society fractured? Is Western society fractured? Is the world fractured? No, fuck that. We're all on the ship together. We're all on this Earth ship together. These divisions are a bunch of BS. It's all baloney. It's all baloney. We're all on the same team in the end, guys. What if Topa tells his parents he wants to transition back into a female? Well, yeah, this could be a really charged episode, right? In many ways, right, Nate? Let me just catch up at the end here. Revelation with all the SCWs about therapists must be ranking in the money. No. I have the most. No, a therapist is the most underpaid job in the world. You go through a lot of crap and go through people's crap with them, and you don't get paid enough. Believe me, you don't. What is your channel, Rennie? Yeah, Rennie, put in your channel. There you go. That's Rennie's channel. There you go. That's Rennie's channel. Make sure you're subbed to that channel, guys. We should create a religion around Maria. No. She doesn't want that. Maria is a priest of the Buddhist Zen religion, and she doesn't want to create her own. So no, let's not create a cult after around Maria. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Maria. Thanks everybody. Thank you guys for everybody who joined the channel today. Don't forget, guys, we have channel memberships now, and the MPJ OMG. Captain Phantom Nerd, there he is. Nah, the UK isn't fractured either. No, the fuck. No. We're not fractured. Nobody's fractured. It's all in your head. It's all in our heads. No, it's baloney. No. I refuse to believe it. No. In the end, your neighbor is there to get your neighbor's there has got your neighbor's got your back, and their neighbor and their neighbor and their neighbor. No, we're all on the same team. I refuse to believe that. I'm not arguing with you, Time Prophet. I just refuse to believe it. It's all BS. Yeah, that baby sex change really upset me for a bit. I stopped watching it's when you think about the fact, it's just a way, Rennie, it's just using sci-fi is just a way of exploring tons of issues, and that's what Seth was doing when he was doing that. Obviously, it's by human standards, right? In the episode, sex change of a baby was, and I'm going to add something here though. The sex change of the baby was obviously not ethical at all by human standards. Let me say this. Let me add one thing here though. Coming from the healthcare industry, there are some cases in medicine where doctors and parents together have to choose the sex of the baby for one reason. The reason is that for some reason that baby has presented at birth with poor definition or double definition in the sexes. That can be expressed in several ways. And there are real life scenarios where parents and the doctors have to make that decision, and then the child is raised in that way. It's interesting that many of those cases where the child is raised in that way, you can't really generalize, but in general, those children have healthy and productive lives, which is kind of where I was going to get to by sharing that. But I just want to make people aware that we should also have sympathy or a place in your heart for those few parents and doctors who actually have to together, with the doctor's input, the parents have to make the decision of choosing the sex for the child, and that is a reality in our world that outside of healthcare people don't really see, because it's not very common. Nevertheless, it's a reality. Check my DM. Okay, what's my DM? Oh no, did you guys do it? Wait, did Prophet do it or something? Oh, Dr. Omega sent me a. That's awesome. Thank you, Dr. Omega. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know you were in here. Wow, let me. I got to share that with everybody. Hold on one sec. Wow, that looks freaking awesome. Thank you. Dr. Omega is down with Photoshop. Thank you, my friend. Wow. Maria, you look spectacular. That's great. Hold on. Everybody's got to see this. Wow, what a way to end the show. Thank you, Dr. Omega. If you're still in here. Okay, thank you, Maria, for telling me that, for beating me over the head. Let's see. Hey, number one. Good to see you, number one. You guys are going to want to see this. Hold on a sec. Hold on to your horses. Where is it? Wow. Very cool. Check this out, guys. Here we go. Maria, Buddhist priestess Maria from Tiantelli, Admiral Vampira. Wow, look at that. Awesome. What a treat from our friend. Thank you, Dr. Mega. Wow, what a treat, guys. What a treat. Don't we have such talent? Look at all the wonderful creators we have in here. All you guys are awesome with this. Is a lot of you guys are very talented in here. And thank you, Dr. Omega, for sharing that. Wow. Wow. You guys are awesome. Beautiful. Look at that. Let me blow it up a little bit. Wow. That's a pretty good job. They did a great job there. I'm a fly. That was a good job. I could totally see. I would totally love to see, because Maria has been a performer, an actress, and a singer. I would love to see Maria in that role someday, or any role, actually. Wow. What a treat, guys. What a treat. Awesome. What a treat, guys. So who did it? Somebody emailed it to me. But so was it Rennie who did it? Oh, was it Rennie who did it? Can you guys confirm who did it? Just to thank you. Is it Rennie who did it, Maria? Okay, well, whoever did it, thank you guys. I think it was Doctor. Thank you guys. Fabulous. Fabulous. What a great way to end this stream. Guys, don't forget to thank you. Oh, Dr. Omega. Thank you, Dr. Omega. Thank you, my friend. What an honor. Awesome, guys. What a great way to end the stream. I want to thank Dr. Omega, of course, for sharing this with us. I want to thank Rennie for being in here, and for becoming a member. JP, I can't say it as fast as Doomcock. JPRPH1. JPRPH1. Okay, there we go. JPRPH1. That's how fast Doomcock says it, almost. Good to see you. Thank you, everybody, for being in here. Jim Henry, awesome. That's Jim Henry's Twitter. Make sure you're following him. Nate, thank you for being here. Pacific Rim. I was going to say Pacific Rim. Pacific 414. Galinda, good to see you all. Todd, Time Prophet, Captain Fandom Nerd, Love Shack, Resident Grinch, number one. Good to see you, number one. Thanks for popping in here. Everybody who's been in here. Let's see. Alien's been in here. Medallion's been in here. Ben has been in here. Good to see all. Andy Masterson. Good to see. Thank you all. Dega, Clobberin Times, Dave Bob. Thanks for joining, Dave Bob. I really appreciate that, my friend. Good to see all of you, and so many people I've missed, and all of you guys watching on the replay. Thank you so much. Jaloja, have a good night. Make sure we're going to be on Doomcock in a little while. I'm not going to be there at the start. I'm going to be there later on. Thank you again, Dr. O, for this great rendering of Admiral Vampira. Good night, guys. Jaloja, and God bless.